We spend the first 30 years of our lives building a house we think we want to live in. We gather achievements, chase social status, and wear the masks that society demands of us. We struggle to prove our worth to our parents, our peers, and our bosses. Carl Jung, one of the greatest explorers of the human psyche, called this intense, outward-focused phase the morning of life. During the morning, your energy is completely directed outward. You are biologically and psychologically meant to conquer the material world. You establish a career, find a partner, build your ego, and create your place in the crowd. It is a necessary and beautiful stage of human evolution. To survive in this social jungle, you create what Jung called a persona, a protective shell, a curated mask that hides your true flaws and desires just to fit into the system. You believe that if you follow the rules, you will find eternal happiness. But a strange, cold phenomenon happens as you approach your 30s or early 40s. The achievements that once brought you immense joy begin to feel entirely hollow. The bank account is growing, the title on your resume looks impressive, but the internal void is widening. The career that once excited you now feels like a golden cage. You look at your life, surrounded by everything you were told to want, and a quiet, persistent question starts to echo in the dark. Is this really all there is? Many mistake this sudden, heavy feeling for clinical depression, personal failure, or a meaningless midlife crisis. They panic, believing their life is falling apart. But Jung argued that this profound discomfort is not a sickness. It is not a sign of failure. It is the urgent, non-negotiable voice of your soul, signaling that the morning has officially ended and the afternoon of life has begun. Jung wrote a profound, unshakable truth that everyone must memorize. We cannot live the afternoon of life according to the program of life's morning, for what was great in the morning will be little at evening, and what in the morning was true will at evening have become a lie. What does this heavy truth mean? It means the fundamental rules of the human game have completely changed, and you cannot play the new game with your old strategy. In the first half of life, your main focus was addition, adding titles, acquiring money, forming relationships, and collecting superficial validation. In the second half of life, the psyche strictly demands subtraction. It demands that you ruthlessly strip away the illusions, the fake smiles, the toxic compromises, and the exhausting expectations of others. The second half of life is not about finding more things to love. It is about finding who you actually are underneath all the armor you built. If you try to run into the afternoon using your morning program by stubbornly chasing more money, pretending to stay young, or seeking louder validation from the crowd, you will experience a catastrophic inner breakdown. This is exactly where modern anxiety, chronic emptiness, and deep neurotic suffering come from. It is the tragic result of a mature person stubbornly trying to live like an old child, refusing to grow up. The afternoon of life is not a time for blind expansion. It is a time for deep concentration. To successfully step into this second half of life, you must undergo what Jung called the process of individuation. This is the ultimate, courageous journey of turning your gaze away from the world and looking directly inward. You must bravely look into your own darkness and confront your shadow, the hidden, rejected, and buried parts of your personality that you locked away in a basement just to fit into society during your youth. It is the time to face your suppressed anger, your unrealized creative passions, your forgotten dreams, and your deepest, darkest fears. You must integrate these lost parts of yourself to become a complete human being. This radical process requires a deep, stoic loneliness. You must learn to step away from the chaotic noise of the crowd because the crowd cannot help you fix your internal architecture. You are no longer building a replica of what your parents or society wanted you to be. You are discovering the unique, divine blueprint of your true, authentic self. You must learn to be completely comfortable in your own skin, without needing anyone's permission to exist. The second half of life is not a slow, depressing decline toward old age and death. That is a modern lie. In reality, it is the ultimate summit of human existence. It is the golden period where you finally stop performing for an ungrateful audience and start living exclusively for the truth. When you stop fighting this painful but necessary transformation, the agonizing inner emptiness begins to change. It transforms into an unshakable, silent fortress of wisdom and power. You become self-contained, emotionally independent, and genuinely whole. Do not fear the shifting, heavy tides of your 30s and 40s. The confusion and loneliness you feel right now is simply the old, fake version of you breaking apart to make room for the true master within. Step away from the suffocating crowd. Look directly into the mirror. Embrace the afternoon of your life, for it is where your real journey begins. Subscribe for more daily psychology secrets.